Ciao ragazzi, my name is Anthony. Welcome back on Inter Worldwide. What a morning. What a morning. What a start to the Easter long weekend. What a time to be alive and what a time to be an Inter fan. We are here for it. We are right here for it. Forza ragazzi. Oh my days. Inter are through to the semi-finals of the Champions League and we are here for it. We are here for it all. How is everybody feeling? How has everybody coped? I don't think it was that stressful this morning. You know, I actually do think that we've had much more stressful days and stressful games than this here. And to get that over the line this morning was just absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Lautaro, man of the match for sure. And yeah, how are we feeling? Like, how are we feeling knowing that, you know, we get to look at our fixture list and see that we're going through to the semis, man. We are through to the semifinals. We're going to have to play more games this season. We're just going to have to play more games on more games on more games on more games to reach our goals. It's going to be very, very tough. There's 12 people here on Inter Worldwide right now. Indro is here. Mattia is here. We are winning the treble 100%. Mattia's finally, it's taken him until the 17th of April, but I think Mattia finally believes in the team this season. I think on the 17th of April, with about 7% of the season left, he's got a little bit of faith. The flow is here and says, cojones. Lautaro decided to step up in this Champions League season. He does not stop until the 4th is back in Milano. Well, Lautaro is one of those players, you know, which at a very weird point, so young in his career, has won almost everything. If he can clock the Champions League, then he's finished football before his 30th birthday, which is absolutely bizarre. He will clock it all. And this isn't an easy club to do it. And this isn't an easy circumstance in the club to do it. This isn't the Inter of the Moratti era. This isn't the Mourinho. This isn't the Inter of the Mourinho era. He has done it really without all the legwork behind him. The Dyer goal did come straight from the sky. Guys, I'm just going to let you know, I'm only sticking around for about 25 minutes, only because we got through to the Champions League today. There has to be some sort of content that goes out. I don't want to recycle everything that Uncle Sharma and I were talking about on the other channel, nor do I want to speak too much about what Judge Mo did as well. But if we can speak objectively for a second, to go through 4-3 on aggregate altogether, to score 2 goals in 3 minutes with Toro and Pavard, and then to be able to hold that scoreline for the rest of the game is phenomenal. It's Herculean, mate. You win the first leg 2-1, but all the hype that you hear from Bayern players, Bayern media, even everyone in Europe is that Bayern's going to come back. Bayern's going to beat Inter. This is far from over. And you're right, it is far from over. But no one gave us a chance. No one gave us a chance. I would say Dumfries was the only notable player that was still out for us tonight. Correa, fuck that. Zielinski, no product. Not even thinking about it. Not even thinking about it. And I'm not even thinking about the players that they missed as well, like Coleman or Pavlovic. Don't care about that either. I don't know what it was about starting Thomas Muller over Guerrero. Not too sure that was the right decision. I know you're going for a little bit of grit, going for a little bit of Bayern history moving you forward, but doesn't end well, does it? It doesn't end well at all. I'm joking, of course, but the next 4 games will determine everything that you're shitting yourself for. Absolutely. Bruno, thank you for the donation, brother. Appreciate it. I can't wait to give you a bell at some point today. Inter sub Barella, Lautaro, Bastoni, and still survive. The Lautaro swap I didn't mind because he actually did look dead on his feet. I watch these players very closely when it gets to the last 10 minutes, and when they start to miss a beat or when they start to miss something that they're skipping, you can tell that they're just down. They're down to their last legs, their last fast twitch muscle fibers, man. Let's go, Mighty Mo. Matthias says, most goals ever for the Champions League in one campaign. Eto'o with 8, Lautaro in 8. One more for Lautaro to break the club record, which he will. Is Arnautovic our treble charm? He just might be. Bologna games always come at the worst time. Yeah, look, I've made a promise to myself to not think about Bologna until tomorrow. No Bologna until tomorrow. Today we just move, bro. Today we just move the same way that we do. The same way that we do, we just move. Bruno, Inzaghi subs were perfect, especially if Bayern found the equalizer for sure. Sergio, the guy who has given us the benefit of the doubt every game this season, the guy who has not stopped believing. Bro, that 5 a.m. wake up, Bruno will vouch for it. Sergio will vouch for it. You need to be a trained specialist as an Inter fan to wake up for these games, especially in these daylight savings, because it was cold this morning. It was cold. It was dark. It was just not on. It was not on, but it had to be on because it's the quarterfinals of the Champions League. So you wake up, you sit up, you rub your eyes, and you just get on with it, and you watch the game. And yeah, you might do these ones. You might do those a couple of times, actually. In fact, you might do it for a whole 17 minutes at one point. But you do it. You wake up, you get the game on a screen, any screen whatsoever, just so you know mentally you're involved. In Serie A, it's a lot easier to sleep through it. In Serie A, I'll wake up and go, no, just go back to sleep. No game. But for this here, this is the sort of game that keeps you up the night before. Gives you butterflies in your stomach when you go to bed. You have a small dream about, but you can't recall what was in the dream. But you know something was there. Harry Kane's finish was very good. DiMarco's defense is worrying. Augusto's definitely closed the gap on him in terms of starting for next season. Lautaro landed the minerals, 100% he did. No suspensions. That's very important. Yeah, no suspensions. No card carryovers. We are looking fine at the moment. Oh, actually, there might be a couple of players that are still carrying a yellow card. Yeah. Hakan had a really good attempt tonight, which went just wide. But Bayern also had their chances. Look, I know Mo said there was nothing Zoma could do for that second goal. This isn't the first time he's been caught studs slightly deep in the mud, 1 or 2 steps too far forward. I know I'm not wrong about this because I've seen it with my own eyes. I'm not trying to be picky. I'm not trying to be a pain. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just saying that as he is getting older, I think Zoma has a slight glitch in his arsenal, which is that he overcommits on crosses and overcommits his positioning just a little bit on his near post and when the ball is coming in his direction. It's not the first time this season I've seen a ball take a deflection or go over his head, and he's not a short goalkeeper, and rather than even jump to attempt to jump and tip it over the bar or even backtrack 2 steps, he watches it because he knows in his head, shit, I haven't got myself in the right position here. I genuinely won't have enough time to get back there. Hopefully someone's at the back post. It's not the first time that's happened this season. It's not. So if you're hearing what I'm saying now and you agree, maybe let me know, because I feel like it's one of those opinions where maybe I'm isolated on it. Maybe I am, and maybe I'm wrong. And maybe today was the first time and I've just got a bad memory in my head of something else. But I do genuinely think that the second goal was on Jan Sommer tonight. And I think that it's not the first time he's shown that his studs get a little deep in the mud at this point of his career. We were born for games like this. Being an Inter fan means living on the edge, for sure. Like they say, this is not an easy love that we have chosen. It's meant to be difficult. DiMarco needs to improve his one-on-one defending. If not, Augusto will take his place in important games. Facts, and that is starting to happen. The Flow says we are also in the race for the Club World Cup. We're going for it all. We are going for it all. And this morning we proved that, because we did not back down one bit. We did not back down one bit. We were so bloody good today. But, yeah. How can anyone sit here and complain? How can anyone sit here and complain? It's an iconic win. That's an iconic photo of Lautaro. It really is. It's an iconic day, iconic moment for the captain. What's going on Twitter? Let's have a look at some of the feed and see what people are saying. Oh, man, what a day. What a day. What's everybody else saying, man? What's everybody else saying? We didn't get a yellow card at all in this game, did we? They got two. Kim and Eric Dyer. We didn't get a single yellow card in this game. For Pavard's goal, I think did Zio Sharma say that DiMarco assisted Pavard? Because in my head it was Chananolu. Yeah, let's ask Kompany and Harry Kane if it's okay to celebrate now, or do they still think, are they going to come out at the end of the game and go, well, they still need to get through Barcelona? They still need to get through Barcelona. What a bunch of petty German schnitzel face fuckers, bro, honestly. And they're both not even German. So they can go on themselves, to be honest, bro. They got no Bayern DNA in them whatsoever. And they sat there clutching their chest like they're an actual part of that club, like they're an image of that club. So much salt, bro. Take a couple of specks of salt off your fucking pretzels when you get back to Munich, mate. What a bunch of salty pricks. Salty pricks. And I don't care that it's harsh to say. These Bayern players are a bunch of salty C words, bro. Bunch of superiority complex motherfuckers for no reason whatsoever. No reason whatsoever. Kompany, but despite this position, you have managed the majority of your career in lower leagues. Lower leagues. You are an elite center back, but you weren't playing center back tonight. You are a manager, and you are an amateur football manager, Vincent Kompany. Harry Kane, you have never won shit in your life. There are the sort of Inter players that have won more than you is disturbing, bro. Ricardo Quaresma has so many more trophies than you do. So does Amantino Mancini, to be honest. Yeah. Even Yuto Nagatomo has a trophy to his name. What do you have? Besides an uncomfortable flight back to Munich and a piece of schnitzel with extra mashed potato to go with it? You absolute fuckwit. Honestly, man, too many people disrespect Inter. Too many people disrespect our club. Too many people are still living in the mentality where it has to be Madrid, Barca, or Bayern, or City. It has to be one of them. If not, it's a waste. You are the only wastes. The oxygen thieves that think that football needs to be played in your realm of oxygen, your realm of knowledge. This club has 3 Champions Leagues and 20 league titles. We were doing this game. We were playing this game when a lot of the fans that disrespect us did not even know who our club was or what the sport was in general. This is a world-class tier 1 historical club. Many might even argue it is up there next to Bayern, if not further along. Now you can disrespect in silence, and you can fuck yourselves while you do it. Sorry for the language today, but we're in the semi-finals, man, and I'm still seeing the disrespect. Benji Pavard today celebrated, not like he was a former Bayern player. Bro, Benji Pavard Benji Pavard celebrated today like he used to captain Borussia Dortmund, bro. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Seeing Pavard celebrate like that, oh my days, bro. It's like he hated Bayern Munich from within. Yeah, we saw that ball boy incident. The only thing more embarrassing than the Bayern player pushing him were those seats that the ball boys have to sit on. No back support whatsoever. It's a real tight-ass thing to do. No, we ain't playing today, cuz. We are not playing today. We are in the semi-finals of the Champions League, brother. The semi-finals of the Champions League. We've got a lot to do still this season. There's still a lot to do. But yeah, they're not used to defeat. They're just sour, bro. They're sour the same way Barcelona was all those years ago. They're just sour. And we can't complain about an easy run this year to the final either. All those people that got on our back about Porto, Benfica, Milan. What are you going to get on our backs now? Bayern, Barca, Arsenal, or Paris? Allow it, bro. Allow it times infinity. Will Zielinski be back against Barcelona? I don't know, but we need legs. We definitely need legs, that's for sure. We definitely need legs. Let's do some quick player ratings. And how long have I been going for? Almost 20 minutes. I've got about 10 more minutes left, and then I really need to get a move on in my day. It's Thursday today, and as people know, tomorrow is Good Friday, which makes Saturday and Sunday out of the question, Easter Monday out of the question. If you don't get your shit done today, you're not getting it done till Tuesday next week. All right, Zoma, I'm going to give a 6. I do think he was at fault for that second goal. Nothing he could do for the first. That finish from Kane, he puts it exactly where he needs to put it. 6 for Zoma for me. You guys can contribute in the chat in any way, shape, or form that you want. Sorry if I don't get around to your comments to pin them. Bastoni, I'll give a 7.5 for today. Pavard, I'd give a 7.5 for today. DiMarco, I would give a 6 for today. 6.5. Acerbi, I would give a 7 to today. Darmian, I would give a 7 to today. Hakan, I would give a 7 to today. Mkhitaryan, I'd give a 7.5 to today. Barella, I would give a 6.5 today. Barella wasn't poor today. I just think that Barella didn't have an outstanding performance, which, you know, we've become way too accustomed to. Lautaro for me gets an 8 and Thuram gets a 6. So no players had a bad performance today. We just had players that didn't provide too much of an impact. I'm not giving a rating to Fratesi, Bisek, Taremi, or Augusto at this point, to be honest. We're there. Only Fratesi as our midfield sub is not ideal in these UCL games. I don't trust Aslani. Look like Limoni is the same. What I said on Uncle Sharma's channel, I just want to echo for a second right here. And big up to the 30 people that are with me on Interworldwide right now. That's fantastic. We have a really big opportunity next year to solidify the squad going forward. I know there's going to be a lot of changes, but the changes are sort of happening automatically in terms of who needs to leave. We don't need to make too many crunch decisions because Arnautovic is out of contract. He'll take another year at a reduced wage if you offer it to him. Correa is out of contract. He's gone. Darmian, he's leaving. Acerbi, he's probably leaving. We've got players that are leaving our books that will accommodate for a fair bit of wage space. What I'm happy about is that we've already got players on the bench who should be able to step up to a next level of bench player. And I say this because next season, our core, our leaders, our veterans, our oldies are not that old. They're not that old. The new Acerbi will be Bastoni. The new Darmian will be Dumfries. Then you have Barella. Then you have Hakan, if he stays. Then you have Lauti. Then you have Thuram. Then you have DiMarco. You have our new core of old players who haven't scratched the surface of their 29th birthday yet. This means that you can really develop a strong leadership core for the next 5 years. All we need now are for the likes of Aslani, for the likes of Fratesi, the likes of Augusto, the likes of Bisek, and whoever we bring in to subsidize for the Lauti Thuram attack to step it up that little bit extra. That little bit extra. If we can get those players to step it up a tier, we're only about 2 or 3 good signings, young signings away from having a ready squad to go again. We don't need open heart surgery like Milan do. We don't need another 200 million spent like Juve do. We are in a great position to move forward, providing we win a major honor. You have to win a major honor. You have to win the Champions League, or you have to win the Scudetto, or you have to win both. You have to win a major honor this season, because if you don't, then the mentality dips. If you don't, players don't want to go into next season motivated to continue for Inter. They come here demotivated, deflated, wondering if it's going to be my time this year because it wasn't last year. I agree Acerbi is key for rotation next year. Like, in my opinion, you keep Acerbi and you keep Mkhitaryan. And you know what? If worst comes to worst, you might want to keep Darmian as well. Because if it's DiMarco, Augusto, Dumfries, Zalewski, and Darmian, that's enough. That's enough for the wing. In my opinion, that's enough for wingbacks. These old players, while they need to move on, they bring so much to the locker room and still to the pitch. Darmian had a good game tonight. Acerbi was great tonight. We know Acerbi and Arnautovic are two of the most staunch players in that dressing room. Their presence means a lot. It might be worth keeping them around. But you have to win a major honor and you have to bring fresh blood in still. You have to do that. You can't sacrifice fresh blood for your Acerbi, Darmian for another season, in my opinion. But we can have these debates. We can have these debates later on. Oh my God. Oh my God, Ian Kerr. Oh my days, Ian Kerr. Ian motherfucking Kerr. You know what I mean? Ian Kerr. The man, the myth, the legend himself. Get those beers poured, bro. Today is the first day off until No, I'm on school holidays still. Brother, I don't go back to work for another 12 days. Let's drink 12 beers for every day that I still have off. Ian, the Belfast brawler, Kerr. Maybe the secondary Belfast brawler. We all know Debbie can throw hands. Ian, my heart is feeling what you are feeling, my brother. God, it makes me feel good when the OGs come in here, when the day ones come in here. Imagine having a good striker as a reserve. Bro, I have a feeling Arnautovic is going to put up numbers between now and the end of the season that make us go, yep, cool, keep him. Fifth choice. You couldn't ask for a better fifth choice than that. My brother, Alex. Bro, Alex, nothing makes me happier than doing the thumbnail and putting the smiling caricature of myself up there. The smiling caricature always means a great video. Pints all around. Let's go. Guys, I know there's 31 of you still here, but I do have a very busy morning ahead of me. Got some motor vehicle stuff to do. Got some editing to do. Need to clock a couple of things in the work portal as well. So I'm just going to quickly scroll through Twitter and see if there's anything else that we need to look at. By the way, in terms of our opponents today, I don't think anyone was great. I don't think they defended well. I don't think Goretzka was good. I don't think Sané was good. I don't think Moya was good. I don't think Kane was good beside the goal. I don't think Kim was good. I thought their only good player tonight, again, was Michael Olise. And the thing is that Michael Olise was made to play a brand of football tonight that he doesn't even recognize. That French footballer did not recognize himself tonight. I don't think he's ever picked up the ball, looked up and seen that many defenders in his path. I don't think he's ever picked up the ball that deep, looked up, so void of ideas of what to do. But Olise is a cracker. He's an absolute cracker. He is the truth. He's a great player. And at 23 years old, keep your eye on this Olise kid because he's going places big time. The angry ones start getting used a little bit too often, bro, but I love all of them. Big shout out to Alex, the brains and the talent behind the Anthony caricatures, man. Love it. If we win another big trophy, I would keep Arna just because he's always there when we achieve something big. Absolutely. Turns up big time when he's when it ends. Big up Rosemary for the donation. Thank you so much for coming through. I really, really appreciate it. Those hiccups suggest that it's time for me to get hydrated and get some water in there. Oh my God. We are scared of you. And you want to know why? Because I hate Barcelona and I usually hate their players by default, but I love you. Man. I can't dislike you. The thing about football fans is this. You always got to remember, we are born football fans first. No one is born as an Inter fan. And before everyone jumps down my throat and up my ass, just because your father supports Inter doesn't mean that you were born an Inter fan. You still had to fall in love with football first. Then by default, you were shafted into Inter as a fan. It goes the same way everywhere. When people say, like, I was born a Barca fan, I'm born into a Real Madrid lifestyle, you're not actually, because you're still a human being with an individual brain at the end of the day. Believe it or not, even though it's huge in most countries, not everyone in the world loves football. You can still go to Spain and bump into men that don't support football. You can still, bro, the amount of Italians I've spoken to in Australia, and I meet them and they're Italian, and I'm like, "Tutti piace il calcio?" And they're like, no, not to watch it calcio. I'm like, well, fuck you. We'll just stand in silence for the next 7.5 hours then. Jeez, what a waste of a human being. What a waste of a conversation. The point I'm trying to make is this. You're a football fan first. You fall in love with football first, meaning if you've fallen in love with football, you don't dislike Lamine Yamal. You don't. Because Lamine Yamal encompasses what it means to play beautiful football. It's the same way I've never met a human being in the world that hates Ronaldinho. There are certain players, or even Zidane. I can't hate Zidane. I love Zidane. I hate that he played for France. I hate that he, dominated for France. That World Cup final will always be, blood, us versus them. But if you're a true footballing fan, you don't hate Zidane. You love Zidane. You really do. You love Ronaldinho. And you know what? You really like Lamine Yamal because he is that guy. He is that beautiful footballer. That being said, I want us to choke you. I want us to kick you. I want us to thrash you. I want you to cop a brutal beating so bad that you genuinely go home to your mom and go, "Mom, I didn't have fun at work today. Don't they know I'm still young? Is dinner ready?" Piss off, Yamal. Piss off, you little shit. You little kid. Great player. Beautiful player. All the best to you. World at your feet. Fantastic. Don't let anyone come in and ruin your life, please. With how UEFA Lona did beat, yeah, they do look vulnerable, but at the end of the day, they didn't really deserve to get whacked 4-0 in the first leg. But Barca have very clinical attackers. That front three. I'm a big Rafinha fan. I can't lie. I think Rafinha is a bloody good player. He scares the shit out of me as well. Arna is our good luck charm. Hire him as a cheerleader kit man and just keep him around. I'd have to agree. Yeah, I'll check out that the vid soon, man, because I literally need to finish up now. I need to go put a backpack on. I need to jump in my car and I need to go and do some stuff. Like as soon as I click off this stream, I am out of this bitch. Zidane was a Uruguay player. That's fair enough. You can say no thanks, but you're saying no thanks for the wrong reasons. I'm not talking about what shirt that they wear, bro. In terms of playing the beautiful brand and in terms of playing the brand of football, they're the most beautiful players ever. So is Diego. So is R9. These are the players that are the best players with the ball at their feet. They play the beautiful game the way that we love it. Augusto could eat up Yamal. I think we need to start Augusto in the next game, guys. I think we need to do. Barca high line will be exposed soon. See, that's what I mean. If you can get them, if you could compact Barcelona, they lose a lot of their identity very quickly. I'm happier to play Barca than I am to play this Paris team, that's for sure. But I don't fear this Paris team either. I really don't. Yeah, 100%. Our aging team will get schooled, God's willing. Look, at the end of the day, stop making sense. Everyone's been saying that from the moment we won the Scudetto with Antonio Conte. They said that, okay, Conte's leaving, the team will age, they'll sell the young players, they'll sell Lautaro, they'll sell Barella. Our rival fans have blinked. We've collected the second star, we've collected multiple cups, and we're in a Champions League semi-final after making the final once. Age is just a number when it comes down to these fixtures, bro. Because can you please point me in the direction of the young, flashy team that are winning major honors this season? They're not. In fact, the youngest, flashiest team in Serie A dropped 250 million on a market this season, and they're struggling for a top 4 spot and currently have an interim manager. In this situation, stop making sense. You're not making a lot of sense, my bro. You can appreciate a player for how they play, not just the team they play for, of course. UCL games in Australia is tough, bro. It is really bad. That was so tough. That was so tough this morning. Man. Like, what? How do you wake up and get motivated when it's that dark and that cold to watch football? I set my alarm for 4:55 in the morning. It went off at 4:55 and I just went, boom. Jesus Christ, that's not normal. You can't do that, Anthony. You can't wake up now. But we do. We do for this. This is the most beautiful Inter badge of all time. I don't have this one tattooed. I have this one tattooed because this is my era's one. but this is the most beautiful Inter badge of all time. And to wear it out in public today feels like an absolute honor. To have this name on the back feels like an absolute honor. And keep a lookout for another unboxing video soon. I'm going to have some more kits sent to me, and the links will be in the description for those who are looking to cop $15 US shirts. I think it's about $27 AUD altogether. They're dirt cheap, like dirt cheap. For the quality that you've got, it's dirt cheap. The pressing on it is great, especially on this Nike tick and the font. But you can obviously tell that they're fakes, like they're replicas. But at the end of the day, it's up to you guys. If you can afford, it all comes down to what you can afford. It all comes down to what you can afford. And even though, you know, most of us have got 300 Australian dollars in the bank, how many of you are comfortable spending 300 Australian dollars, which is about 200 USD, about 220 British pounds on a jersey? And if you need it shipped to a country as far away as Australia, you're probably paying $320 for one t-shirt or one piece of fabric. I have never paid $300 for one piece of fabric in my life. And I never will. Even if I had all the money in the world, I'm just not a materialistic guy. I don't buy designer labels. I'm the sort of guy to go and cop a Tommy Hilfiger jacket off Facebook Marketplace for $40 because the guy lives 2 streets away, because I know it was worth $400 when it came out. I'm the sort of guy to go and buy G-Star t-shirts, G-Star Raw t-shirts when they're 2 for $25, last size in the store, because I'm never dropping $90 on one t-shirt. I'm just not that sort of person. There are more important things in the world to spend your money on. And if you're telling me I can cop 10 jerseys for the price of one, 10 for the price of one, brother, say less. I am 32 years old, bro. I'm not trying to impress anybody but my dog. And even then, who cares? Nah, stop making sense. Is a good guy. He is a good guy. He is a very good guy, to be honest. And I really appreciate his support, not only here, but on Devils Down Under. And just for the record, you guys are really going to love the next couple of videos, or the next 3 videos I put out on that channel, because all 3 of them has a slight interconnection to them as well. For Inter, we are always motivated. Facts. Wouldn't worry about age. The team in 2010 was the oldest team to win the Champions League. This team is even older. It's definitely a mismatch, but it was a mismatch last time. I remember they were saying when we came up against, you know, the best team of all time, that Barcelona last time, and we won 3-1 in our own ground, that's what really scared them away. And the fact that they needed a bullshit red card, Busquets, what a piece of shit. What a piece of shit. That whole Barca club are pieces of shit. And all those players in that era are pieces of shit. Xavi Hernandez is a piece of shit. I wouldn't shake his hand if I met him in public. I'd honestly look at him and I go, fuck, bro, are you honestly that sodium depleted for someone who's won that much in their life? Like, honestly, you cheated and vexed your way through football as a player. The reactions that you had as a manager are childish. You are beneath my level of mentality. And I am just a shit-kicking Aussie from Southwest Sydney. But the way Xavi Hernandez portrayed himself as a manager when it didn't go well for Barcelona was comical, laughable, beta, and just all over wrong. The 94-95 kit, off the top of my head, it's not ringing the bell that I want it to ring. 1994-95 Inter home kit. Okay, that's the home one, the Fionucci, which means it has to be the away one, has to be the, I think I know which one. Yeah. That's a really nice one. All right, I'm going to see if I can try and cop that one, bro. That's a nice one. Let me see if I can locate that one. What I'll do is if I can see if I can get that as one of my drops, and then if you're into it, then I'll send you the link. It is insane to play 3. Yeah. It is insane. It is insane. It's not normal. That's the sort of thing where, like, I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it because I've got a wife and mortgages and stuff like that. I wouldn't do it. I'd much rather look at it and go, you know how much groceries you can buy for $300? You know how many beers you can drink for $300? Oh, 95, 96. Okay. 95, 96. Do you mean the one with like all the weird patterns at the top? Like the one that looks like it's got our logo in 7 different spots? Because I wasn't a huge fan of that one. But I can still probably get it. So I'll try and get it. I'll definitely try and get it. A red card against Busquets. Bruv. Jog on, bro. There is no way in hell that's a red card. No way in hell that's a red card. But anyway, dropping a like and comment for the algo. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, Forza Inter. I really appreciate it. Guys, I've stayed over time. I'm actually going to start running late in my day. It's time to go. Forza Inter Worldwide, semifinals of the Champions League, in your mouth, up your ass to your rivals. Anybody that's butthurt, you can cop it twice as hard. Anybody that's got inflated sodium levels, go and book yourself a cardiologist appointment. You get no sympathy from me. You'll get no sympathy from me. You want sympathy, go look at the dictionary between shit and syphilis. That is the only place you are going to find sympathy anywhere today. Semi-final, let's go. Let's drink beer. Let's eat steak. I will message a lot of you personally and send you voice messages today. My name is Anthony. Forza Inter worldwide. Ciao ragazzi. Fuck yes.